It's time for the largest stage in simulation sports. The roads have been paved and mountains have been crossed. For one, the buck stops here. For the other, greatness. On one side, a storied veteran quarterback leading a young and vibrant team. On the other side, the greatest of all time, retirement looming while leading one of the most winningest franchises in RFL history. Fire and ice will collide. The pressure is at an all-time high. It all comes down to this very moment in time. Trey, Crowell and the Dublin Celtic Tigers versus Joseph Giddily and the Portland Snowhawks. It's the RFL Season 6 Relocation Bowl, where you can't stop greatness. Who will be great?
Well, the time has finally come. Season 6 is going to come to a close, and it's the final game of the season. It's Relocation Bowl 6, and we've got the Dublin Celtic Tigers taking on the Portland Snowhawks. Coach Mitchie O'Brien, suspended last year halfway through the season. Snowhawks missed their first playoff appearance in franchise history, bounced back to make it here at this very moment. And of course, the biggest story of the Relocation Bowl here, the Dublin Celtic Tigers. Trey Crowell hasn't been here at this stage since season 1 of the RFL, and he is here in his last season as a starter for the Celtic Tigers before Justin Jones takes over. Welcome here in Tampa Bay at Raymond James Stadium. This is where the Relo Bowl will be taking place. Unfortunately, we are unable to mod, but I'm here along with Rob Roby, aka Mix. How you doing? How you feeling about this game, man?
Oh man, feeling pretty good about this ball game here, man. Another season 6. This is only really technically my second RFL Relo Bowl, and as always, man, I just hope it's special.
Of course, we are down here for the coin toss. This is going to be a great game, nonetheless. Whoever wins. If you are new to the Relocation Football League, first time checking us out, learn more about us on our website at relocationfootballleague.com. Learn how you can join and become part of the community today. I see we got 94 strong. Hey, let's get these likes up for this championship game. This is what we've been looking for. I've been waiting weeks to see who's going to come out on top with this.
Y'all can't be coming to the championship game and not hitting the like button. We'll let y'all snooze on every other game, man. But if I don't see 96 likes in here, man, I'm going to start taking reloads. About 9,600 reloads. Let's take them all.
And unfortunately, I was unable to get that video, that pre-game video done for you guys, man. I've been working on it since 7 a.m. in the morning, but it's all good. The championship game is here. You guys get to see it earlier. Once again, get those likes up. Let me know in the chat who you guys got winning this, Celtic Tigers or Snowhawks. And without further ado, Relocation Bowl 6 is underway. Ball on the tee, and it's Tyrus Wiley kicking it off to the Snowhawks. Jacob McDonald going to take this and will be brought down at the 26-yard line and coming out onto the field. One of the few 99 overall quarterbacks left here in the RFL. It's Joseph Giddily.
Boy, oh boy, this is just a great quarterback. I was calling him Dre 2.0 a few times this season and everything. And, it's just kind of remarkable, man. I kind of had a feeling in week 13, 14 that this would be the guy to lead the way in the NRC. Here he is under center, man, for the first snap.
First down, they'll look to run it. DJ Scott to the outside, and he's going to be bottled up and dropped at the line of scrimmage. Actually, a loss of a yard.
Vinny, the time clock says 5:46, so unless we're in the Matrix.
Wow.
Bell.
Can you believe this? Man, I got to play the bell, guys.
Yeah, play the bell.
Wow.
Got it on Bantam leagues, Pee Wee leagues, Pop Warner.
Cannot believe this.
What's going on, man?
Well.
Oh,
yeah,
man, it's all good.
I'm glad you guys caught that. We're going to be right back. I did not set the time.
The clock gate.
I had 6. Forgot we're in a whole nother file here, man. All that hype built up.
Pop
it's
Warner.
all good. I'll just change the time.
All good, man.
Wow.
What's going on? Let me get a roll call, man. Let me see who's out here in the chat. I'm about to scroll all the way back, man. Who was here first? Looks like Fitzgerald and Santa. Says CT. We got Chris Dunn out here. Almighty Kemp Perkins, Rohan Boxy. We got Michael Floater. We got the funny man. Let's see. We got Coach Max Jackson out here. Voyagers Weekly is out here. Jet Blade the Third. Gerard Foster. Joseph Fontanez is out here. We got Connor McCain. Legion again and that boy McCall. What's going on, McCall? Amari Mincy is out here. CP25. Coach Baker is out here. Leo Moon. What's going on, Leo, man? We got Daily Maddox out here. We got Javi. Let me get Javi. Javi McGee out here in the chat. We got Jackson King. We got Ronald Simmons out here. We got Trojan Boy 247. Man, all the guys out the woodworks here. It must be the Reload Bowl. We got Anthony Washington. He says Reload Gang. We got Darius Hodge, Markel, Jermaine Taylor. Turn the penalties on. Turn the penalties on. We got D'Angelo Smith. Let's see. We got Lito, Oso, Loso. Let me get a hashtag 9th round in the chat right there. We got Jakarius Best out here. And let's see, man. Who else do we got? I'm still scrolling. Cameron Reed is out here. We got Laquavius Machiavelli, a.k.a. Q-Pac. Don't forget who named him. Rob Roby, of course. Caden Blair out here. What's going on? Steamer Gang in the house. J.C. Johnson. What's going on, sir? We got Kai Cash, the ultimate QB there, man. It's going to be great seeing that guy get drafted. We got Jay Morris out here. Darius Dollars Hodge is out here. Coach Back is out here. Let's see, who else we got, man? Filthy Doe. We got Omari Harris. Let me get the What's Good movement. What's Good music movement. If you say What's Good, if you spell it out, though, you're not a part of the movement, though. Only the real people know What's Good music movement is. So go ahead and put that out there. We got Coach Mitchie O'Brien out here. He says turn it up here. We got Louis Cardenas out here. We got Red Dragons. That's Coach Davis. Let's see, who else we got out here? I know y'all think I didn't know who y'all were, man. We got T-Storm 1986 out here. We got Mo Baba out here. We got Real Life out here. We got Awesome Crocodile. My boy Chrome representing here. Big shout out to Coach Baker with the $50 donation. That's awesome, man. Ronald Simmons is out here. And we got Derek Gonzalez out here. We got Totally Not Boog out here. He says Super Bowl, let's go. Bell, it's the Reload Bowl. We got Tavere Cole out here. I'll shut up when you
I'm still just making sure every last thing is correct because I just saw a few errors.
Okay. No problem. We got C. Beazle out here. What's going on, C. Beazle, man? Overseas with us, hanging out with us. We know it's probably like 4 a.m. his time right now, but he's still here with the RFL, man. Let's see. Who else do we got out here? We got Alvin Mack out here. He says we in here. Let's see. Who else do we got, man? We got, let's see. It looks like that's it. Let me try to go a little bit. I think I said Ronald
over 100
names. Yeah, probably so, man. Oh, we got Jacob Reed out here. He says, dang, Knicks missed me. Dang. Let's see. Who we got out here, man? We got Euro Winbush. I think I said it right. Euro Winbush. That's a nice thing right there, man. Let's see. We got Pittsburgh Penguins fan out here. We got Soup A Good Campbell's. Okay, Soup. That's what's up, Soup. Let's see. We got Cranberry Salsa out here. I don't know. Cranberry Salsa. Cranberry Salsa. I don't know about that cranberry, man. We're going to let you rock with it, though, man. One time. We got Shiloh out here. I think Shiloh is in the league as well. I've seen that name before. I'm not sure exactly where, but that sounds very familiar. We got Awkward Boy. We got Koa Benitez.
About that time, I'm going to go ahead and load this up right now.
Okay, all right. Well, looks like we're almost ready, man.
Should be all right. Just
making
sure. Got the 14.
All right. Let's see. We got Javon Garrison out here. We got Ralph Wiggum, Christian Bacigalupi, Uptown Squirrel. Let's see. Floater, I think I said Floater. Trustful One, Peyton Cash is out here.
All right.
It's
here
good?
we are. We are back
right.
finally.
I'm sorry.
Appreciate you guys waiting on that. That is crazy. I'm glad you guys caught. I was working so hard on trying to get that pregame interview. I did not get to set this stuff up. So, wow, that's just crazy. But once again, shout out to the real MVPs, the RFL community. Let's start it up again. Snowhawks and Dublin Celtic Tigers. Let me know in the chat who you guys got winning this. Put your score predictions down in the chat. This should make for a great one. My apologies once again for the 6-minute clock I had on.
All good, man. All good.
So Joseph Gilly and Trey Crowell, who is going to win it all. Of course, I know a lot of heartstrings tugging for CT to finally get it done.
Oh yeah, man, it's a big game, and hopefully Drake Crowell is able to, maybe set some new history here and go out, in the blaze of fire. But on the other side of things, we got the Snowhawks here, a pretty hot young team here, a lot of recognition in the league, and a big following behind Coach Mitchell O'Brien. So I'm pretty sure all those Snowhawk fans are in the chat right now. Let's just hope they buy the merchandise as well.
Once again, we are at the middle of the field for the coin flip here in Tampa Bay at Raymond James Stadium for the 6th Relocation Bowl of the RFL. Who will be our next champion? This would be a first for either one of these franchises. You can see the fist pumping going on between Gidley and Trey Crowell. Sportsmanship at the center of the field. And I'm even more fired up, man.
Oh yeah. This is history here, man. Just looking at this team, man. Looking at that green and black and white. It's just a big deal, man. I'm not trying to just see the Snowhawks lose and everything like that. I want you to know, but I'm calling the game because this Celtic Tiger team is historical, right? And so I got to give it the respect that it deserves. And quite frankly, how I feel the Snowhawks got a lot to prove here if they want to win this game.
Yeah, and a lot to talk about when we go into this. Ball on the tee once again. Tyrus Wiley kicking it off to the Snowhawks. Got the official time, and we do play at 14 minutes instead of 15 this season, so don't say that the clock is off. Here goes Joseph Gidley coming out onto the field once again to lead this offense.
All right, man. It feels like deja vu. It feels like we've done this before here. Let's see if he comes out and single back.
At least get to redo that first down play. And they'll come out here in the gun. First play looking to pass this time. Throws this one away. So good coverage down the field. 2nd and 10 for Portland. Now in the offset I formation, Joseph Gidley looking to pass. A quick throw, shot down the field. Looks like it's just a quick, clean throwaway.
And right now you can see that pressure right now starting to enforce itself early in this game.
And Gidley getting pressure, going to throw it deep down the field. Intercepted, picked off by DeMaury Williams at the 44-yard line. And out onto the field comes Trey Crowell.
Yeah, but you can see that pressure, for those two plays. You can see Gidley just off the mark there. Boy, threw that right into pressure. Now comes Drake Crowell out into the field.
And so we thought it was going to be a redo where they could do better. They actually turned out to be worse. First drive, picked off. Drake Crowell going to come out under center to lead this offense. Those statistics that you saw earlier aren't his real statistics. He had himself 34 passing touchdowns, over 5,000 yards in consecutive year for him in that category. And they're going to start out running here. And Trey Worsley, first 2 runs, just 2 yards total.
And I'm going to tell you, if the Celtic Tigers want to establish the run game against these Snowhawks, they can't run to the outside. These Snowhawks are just too fast and physical on the outside. They got to attack the heart of this defensive line.
3rd and 8. Drake Crowell obviously going to have to pass for the first time here today. Can he pick up the first down? And he'll throw it away. Good defense.
Yeah, Snowhawks. Hey, we got some pressure coming for you too, Drake Crowell. I really like that pressure there by the Snowhawks.
So both defenses coming out here strong, which is an area that both teams have struggled with this season. And Joseph Gidley in the offense will once again trot back out onto the field after having thrown an interception last time out onto the field. An 0-3 start for Gidley.
Yeah, and so I think Gidley, he's smart enough to realize, hey, I'm not going to be able to test this secondary like this. We've got good coverage skills, a lot of veteran guys in this defense. So maybe they'll go with something lighter here to move the ball.
And they'll go and run it here with DJ Scott. Can't break the tackle of Nate Mickens. That's a decent gain of 4.
And if you ask me, they got to really, really serve DJ Scott in this ball game.
Drop back, looking to pass, pressure in his face, and that's going to be off the mark. Adam open, 0 for 4. Pressure's really getting there. The coverage been great.
That's the first time I've seen Gidley miss that in the playoffs. He's been excellent over the middle.
And he's going to have to throw it away again. We got ourselves an 0-5 start for the Snowhawks here throwing the football. Defense coming out strong on both sides.
Yeah, it's just a different kind of animal. Coaches play each other, and we play other teams. Everybody doesn't play the Celtic Tigers, man. I'm pretty sure a lot of guys, in the ARC can say they've felt the way the Snowhawks must feel right now, having their quarterback go 0-5. This is just a really tough defense at times to penetrate.
So Trey Crowell once again out onto the field, had to throw it away on his first pass attempt. Ball at the 34-yard line. Still trying to establish that run with Trey Worsley, and it's a powerful one as he'll get up to the 40 for a gain of 6. They come out here now under center, trips to the right side. And another run. Good blocking, runs right through him for the first down.
This is brought to you by my moderators. Please delete any kind of nonsense in the chat. Thank you.
First and 10 for the Celtic Tigers. They get the first down of the game. There goes a motion. Cam Rucks into the formation as they send a blitz throw over the middle. That's going to be caught. Not a first down, but a gain of 8.
Snowhawks doing a pretty good job here. Don't want to let this Tiger get going.
I formation. We'll run it up the middle, and Worsley has got himself a first down up to the 41. This is one area that the Portland Snowhawks have struggled with all season. Ranked 30th in run defense in the RFL, and the Celtic Tigers are just attacking that instantly.
Yeah, that's going to be the bread and butter, I think, for the Celtic Tigers to get this offense going. Keep running at the center of this defensive line and force them to stop the run, which they haven't been able to do much of lately.
Drake Crowell going to look to throw over the middle. That's going to be off the mark, incomplete. That's
those quarterbacks really not having a great start. Was it 1 for 8 between the two right now?
Wow. Yeah, 1 of 3 for Trey Crowell and 0 for 5 for Gidley. Maybe the stage getting to the best of them. Who knows?
Yeah.
3rd and 6. They'll send pressure. And what a throw! First down, Matt Nayani to the 14.
That's just Trey Crowell just channeling the mind right there of Matt Nayani, because Trey Crowell threw that ball before Matt Nayani was even turned around. Really love the adjustment here by Matt Nayani. He was in the single coverage here. You can see him come back on that little curl route right there. But Trey Crowell threw that ball while Matt Nayani was looking down the field past Draymond Deere right there. Oh, that's just an excellent play right there. Nice connection by those two.
And that's how you got to throw the football. And Goat showing you why he's got that title right now. Can he cap it off with a reload bowl, though? It's going to be the question as they'll run it here. 2-yard gain. There's an injury on the field, and it'll be Cruz, linebacker for the Snowhawks, going to have to go off.
I hate to see the early injuries, happening to teams in this kind of situation. You work so hard all season long, and then you got guys walking off not even 20 plays into the game. And, man, it's just a terrible feeling right there for the Snowhawks.
2nd and 7. Drake Crowell line up in the gun, looking to pass. They'll throw it away. Very tight coverage. These secondaries have come prepared to play. Celtic Tigers offense ranked 2nd in the RFL in passing yards. Drop back looking to pass. Drake Crowell, a lot of time in the pocket. Going to throw this one into the flats, and Cam Rucks unable to break the tackle. They'll have to settle for the field goal. Once again, if you are new to the Relocation Football League, first time checking us out, make sure to visit our website to learn more about the RFL and how you can join at relocationfootballleague.com. We also got social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can see the @ there at the bottom left side of the screen. So, field goal attempt here. At least the Celtic Tigers look like they're going to break the ice here and get the game's first points.
Man, we got 143 strong in here right now. Wow.
As we should, man. Reload Bowl's always turned up, but they're going to go with the fake. Justin Jones, touchdown, Celtic Tigers. Wow.
And that's going to be the introduction to what Justin Jones can do. You saw the speed right there. You saw the awareness, the ball carrier vision. Check the stats on that guy. That is a huge touchdown for the Celtic Tigers here.
The first touchdown of the game. And it's Justin Jones. Is he in the chat right now?
If he's in the chat right now, he's got to stand up. Let me get #JJ in the chat. Boy, oh boy.
Wow.
JJ3 is what we're calling him. JJ3. Oh,
Celtic Tigers with the fakery and getting in for 6. Justin Jones holding this one, and the extra point is good. 7-0, Celtic Tigers.
Hey, Justin Jones, you know what's so funny about that? Justin Jones has been holding kicks for like 3 years now, man. Like, and he just really loves, being able to do that because he can get XP off his guy. And a funny story was one time, man, I subbed in Polo Paris, man, to hold the kick, and he was like, oh. I looked up and saw Polo Paris holding kicks, man. I got the trust, Rob.
Man, this is
that's just awesome to see that work out for him.
Yeah, that is. I mean, the first touchdown in the game. And this is the future.
Yeah.
That's the future who will be taking over for Trey Crowell after this season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just crazy how these storylines are just unfolding.
Boy, oh boy.
So Joseph Gilly is 0 for 5 and has thrown an interception. It's not been a good reload bowl first start for him. We'll look to pass here over the middle. That's going to be caught. Looks like that's going to be Karis Curry hauling that one in. First completion of the day for Gilly for gain of 9. Handoff, and that's going to be Mitchell O'Brien. Does he have the first? No, inches short, 3rd down. Drop back looking to pass, pressure closing in. He's got to throw it away. And so the Celtic Tigers defense coming out here strong.
Yeah, and you don't know what a Pro Bowl defensive line is, man. Then check it out right here. A lot of solid veterans, on this defense of the Celtic Tigers. And, these guys are about business. And, when you look at them on paper, you don't think that they're that strong. You don't think that, they're okay. But when you actually see this unit here that's been put together over 6 seasons, when you see this unit play together, man, they are seasoned. And I'm just shocked just looking at that line, bend this offensive line back in the Snowhawks and get around Gidley and force him to be inactive.
No run here. Trey Worsley's got himself a lane. He'll get about 6 yards on the carry up to the 37, 2nd and 4. This Celtic Tigers defense during the regular season ranked 27th. The postseason has been nothing but phenomenal for them. They try to go with a draw there. It's a 1-yard gain.
They're doing the right thing right now. They're not being too fancy. They're just using Trey Worsley, probably the best halfback to ever come through the RFL. And I think it's solid. There he goes with another first down. First down. They're just running them. They know what the weakness of the Portland Snowhawks is. Already 40 yards on 10 carries for Warsman. This is just a phenomenal running back here. For those who are new here, Trey Worsley, this is the 6th season for him, Smitty?
Yep.
I believe.
Been here since season 1.
Yep, it's been here since season 1. I mean, this is like the equivalent of all the great legendary backs, in the other league that we talk about, in real life and everything. You're watching history right now, unfolding here with obviously Drake Crowell and Trey Worsley still in his 6th season as starting halfback here in the RFL for the Celtic Tigers.
Another storyline. These guys played in the first ever Reload Bowl. We already know the story of what happened at that. They lost. So what a move.
My.
Trey Worsley gets up to the 47-yard line, and you could just see the explosion of Worsley in this game because, as I was trying to say, he did not get to play in that Reload Bowl. And there goes a first down and a flag with face mask on Fred.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt right there because that's gonna give the Celtic Tigers even more chunk yardage. And they're just really steamed up right now, man. They're really doing a good job. And boy, oh boy, this is gonna puts them all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, just can't have that, especially in this championship game. And back to what I was saying, Worsley got injured the game before in Relocation Bowl 1, and now he's here in the Reload Bowl for Dre's last game. And he's putting on a show, and Dre is as well. Touchdown, Celtic Tigers. And that's going to be the returning tight end, Damon Mackey.
Yeah, and I'm just going to tell you, man, I've seen this story. I've seen this little tune played a whole lot with the Celtic Tigers. Right now, you're just starting to see Drake Crowell. He's just warming up. He's just playing ball. And what you're seeing is his team right now make plays. Like you're seeing these guys do what they can. That's just a perfect route over the middle right there. A routine pass by Drake Crowell. Man, oh man, that right there is going to get kind of scary if the Celtic Tigers continue to dominate in that fashion.
And the extra point is good, and man, I even spoke about this with having Mackey even back in the fold. That has just made this offense that much more dangerous. And we haven't even seen Matt Mayani go off or anything yet. The Snowhawks finding themselves down 14-0 in this championship game. They've got to try to turn things around quick.
Yeah, and the issue with a guy like Matt Nayani is that he requires so much attention and so much respect from your top DB and your safety here. And so what that usually does for a team like the Celtic Tigers is it makes them stronger in other areas. It makes their offensive line stronger. It makes the tight end stronger. It makes the halfback stronger. And, of course, it makes Crowell stronger as well.
No motion in Juan Cheney. Mr. G looking to pass here. Has not been off to the greatest of starts throwing the football. It just seems like the Celtic Tigers are just assuring that they don't give up any deep, big plays. Second and 11. Handoff. Here goes DJ Scott. Rumbling off some tackles. He'll get to the 31.
It's a good-looking run there by DJ Scott. Going to need more of that if they want to keep up with this Celtic Tiger assault.
It's going to be Jacob McDonald checking in as Gidley looks to pass. Good time in the pocket. Checks it down. Great defense. Blackman going to keep him short.
This is just solid coverage and solid pressure underneath for the Celtic Tigers, forcing Gidley to have to check the ball down in that situation. And then, of course, Blackman just cleaning it right up here. This guy's had a lot of speed. He's great in coverage. And look at that, man. A great tackle right here on McDonald, not allowing him to get past the first down marker. Celtic Tigers to get the ball back.
These guys are absolutely fired up. That's Rashawn Blackman, who was able to secure that clutch tackle to keep him just short. Here goes the punt. And, you know, we talk about CT. We really can't be too surprised that this is a 14-0 lead. This team, in literally 3 games, was able to score 98 points in the postseason against teams like the Cougars, Voyagers, and the #1 ranked ARC team at the time, the Aviators. So this is an offense that can put up points in a hurry.
You really even haven't seen this offense really at its full capacity yet in this game.
And here goes Trey Worsley. Once again, just grounding and pounding it out to him. He's got 50 yards in the first quarter alone.
Like what the Snowhawks are doing here, they definitely need an extra body in the gap.
Nice little move, but good defense there.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep bringing that safety down. The issue is someone's got to cover over top because they'll be handicapped up there.
Got to watch out for these situations. Drake Crowell, he's been great in third downs. But that's going to be the end of the first quarter of the Reload Bowl. 14-0 is the score. Let's get the 2s in the chat. Let's get numbers for each quarter of this game. Drake Crowell going to come out here aggressive too on third down. 5 wide empty set. 3rd and 6. Look to pass, throws wide open, what a move! Puts on another move, and Trey Worsley gets to midfield. Unbelievable.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure Tavion Hall is looking right now. That made Tavion Hall turn his head right there, man. This is a real halfback here in the 6th. Showing he's got to move. This guy, man, you got to go check this guy's tape here. What you're seeing here, man, is this a back who just has great ball carrier vision, great elusiveness, and he's just out there making guys look silly right now in the flats.
The Celtic Tigers are absolutely dominating. It's 1st and 10. Drake Crowell looking to pass. Pressure's coming. He's got to throw it away. That's going to be incomplete.
Excellent pressure there by the Snowhawks. They got to get to Drake Crowell and not allow him to have a field day on this defense.
Couldn't have asked for a better start here for CT, but we already know in the RFL, it's not over until it's over. Crowell looking to pass here, throws underneath. He's got the first down. Matt Nayani finally getting the connection up to the 39.
Right now, Dre, 6 of 10, 95 yards, 1 touchdown, and he's marching down the field right now.
The Snowhawks defense really has no answers right now at the moment. Crowell is going to look to throw. What a catch! Matt Nayani out of bounds at the 14.
I'm going to tell you, man, that's got to be some kind of blown coverage there. You do not want to see Matt Nayani on a crossing route all by his lonesome, catching balls like that. Somebody's got to get up on Matt Nayani. They got to do something to keep this guy in check.
And what do we say every time we see a Celtic Tigers game? When the big three's going, they rarely ever lose. And you got Trey Worsley playing out of his mind. Matt Nayani just now getting started at the start of the second quarter. And Trey Crowell is just absolutely prolific with his decision-making and accuracy. And here goes a screen. That's going to be incomplete. Good pressure. And the Celtic Tigers score another touchdown here. Handoff. Great blocking. That's going to get close. A gain of 2. Once again, huge shout out to the RFL community. Appreciate you guys coming through for Reload Bowl 6, Celtic Tigers and Snowhawks. Final game of season 6, man. Shout out to Parham Crow. See him in the chat here. See who we pulling for in the chat. See you guys there in the chat. Let us know. Celtic Tigers really strong start. Shot in the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete, and the Snowhawks will finally get a stop.
Yeah, that's definitely some defensive stop that the Snowhawks needed in that play right now to stop this from going up, stop this Tigers from going up 21-0 at this point.
Tyrus Wiley knocking down the field goal attempt. He was best kicker of the year. 17-0. Here goes the kickoff, and the Snowhawks, they've got to start something right now. Here's the return from the 3-yard line. Jacob McDonald bottled up and dropped down at the 25.
I said he wouldn't have called the Matt Nayani catch blown coverage. Hey, I would tell you, anytime Matt Nayani is wide open, it's blown coverage. He's better catch the ball.
It doesn't matter if he's covered.
Yeah, right.
The guy is going to come down with it regardless.
Blown coverage.
And they've started out every single one of their playoff games in this same fashion with a strong start like this. Snowhawks looking to try to get themselves in. Here goes a throw into the flats. There's a flag. This might be against the defense for a late hit. Yep, roughing the passer. That's going to be
on the OGs we got in here, man.
Everett Harmon.
Who's been here since season 1, man?
Yeah.
I want to know. I want to see it. Show your face.
I formation handoff. DJ Scott not getting much of anywhere there. Get to the 46-yard line. If there's any really strong area of this Celtic Tigers defense, it's the run defense. They've done very well in that area. Actually, top 5 ranked defense also in the league, ranked 5th in the RFL. Offset I formation. This is Gilly getting pressure, throws over the middle, and that's going to be great defense. Incomplete.
Yeah, they're really just forcing Gilly to go to the immediate route that he finds underneath here. The Celtic Tigers is all over him. Big 3rd and 8.
Gilly looking to try to keep the drive alive. Hit as he throws. That's going to be incomplete. 4th down.
Look, man, that coverage over the middle just now. Gilly was looking to go underneath there, and Blackman just stepped right up into that lane, took it all the way away, and forced Gidley to have to throw that ball out. Obviously, here with pressure getting on him too, man. Wow.
Excellent job by the defensive tackle, Wayne Babber. This defense, I spoke on this for the postseason woes of the Celtic Tigers, and this looks like a shank punt. Momentum is just absolutely just going the other way for the Snowhawks here.
Let me get the season 2 guys in here. We did the season 1. Let me get the season 2 guys. Who's from season 2 here? Who's been here since season 2? Let me get that in the chat.
Things getting real bad here. The Celtic Tigers, if they score another touchdown, I mean, it could be game over already here in the first half. Here goes the handoff. He'll get to the 26-yard line, gain of 4. But as I was talking about, the woes of this team in the postseason has been the defense. You know, the defense hasn't been the most consistent. This year, they played outstanding. And, of course, Trey Crowell, there goes an incomplete pass there. Of course, Trey Crowell in the offense, they've just been firing ever since the playoffs began. They're sending an all-out blitz. Here goes a throw to the sidelines. That's going to be incomplete. They'll have to punt it.
And now the Snowhawks starting to adjust a little bit here. Now they've kind of thrown Trey Crowell off rhythm here, and that's what you want to do. Want to throw him off balance, but at the same time, this offense has to get going and put on some points.
That's a pretty good return right there. O'Brien up to the 42-yard line. Down 17. You got great field position here at the 42-yard line. This has got to be one of the possessions you got to keep. You got to have that priority of punching it in for 6.
Yeah, there's just really no other time than now. Every down, every drive has to just be now here and not allow the Celtic Tigers to continue to increase this lead.
And this has been an area that the Snowhawks have struggled with all season, inconsistency of offense. And look at this excellent defense as he is stonewalled for a loss of a yard. But this team, even though they've won their games in the postseason, these guys, their touchdown to field goal ratio in the red zone, even though they're 100%, 7 field goals as opposed to 4 touchdowns. This team has really struggled with finishing drives.
Yeah, you know, you just got to be top-notch. Anybody knows has played the Celtic Tigers, you know, you have to put up scoring drives against the Celtic Tigers to win. You cannot win on field goals against the Celtic Tigers.
And they are just shutting down the run. That's Wayne Babber again. Back to the line of scrimmage, DJ Scott goes. And the Snowhawks facing a 3rd and 11. Shot to the sidelines, wide open. There goes a first down as he hits Philip Braxton, one of his favorite targets this postseason.
Yeah, that's a big-time catch. It's going to set them up around the 36-yard line. And now, the Snowhawks, this is what they need. They need plays like this here to get that momentum going in their direction. Really nice route here ran by Philip Braxton. You can see how wide open he was going in the crossing route.
Just working against that zone defense. Offensive lines on both sides have done a tremendous job on holding up for their quarterbacks. Joseph Gidley has had time, but just has not been able to connect as frequently as he'd like. And there goes the run defense again, shutting it down.
It's really stepping up.
2nd and 10, back on the ground. And Scott, 3 yards.
You can just really feel the Snowhawks just trying to get something going. They're trying to figure out how best can we penetrate this defense. I think the passing game needs to be revved up a little bit.
Split back formation. Joseph Gidley looking to pass those over the middle. Wide open. He's got Karis Curry inside the 10 at the 9 for 1st and goal.
Now that's the Gidley that I'm talking about. We've been seeing Gidley, throw those balls over the middle, been very successful in ball games when he's able to throw over the middle and extend that ball. And there goes Curry, man. Curry, the recipient of a lot of those catches. Wow, that was a great play here as they set themselves up at the 9.
Good protection once again by the offensive line. Yep, just nobody across the middle of the field here. And this is the area I'm talking about. They've been 100%, as I spoke about, in the red zone during the postseason, 90% during the regular season. But they've got to be able to finish. Joseph Gidley getting pressure, throws, touchdown! Snowhawks, it's Karis Curry. What a grab.
Yeah, boy, that was a great pass right there. And Gidley, he's got to have some guts, man, in this ball game if he wants to win here against the Celtic Tigers. That was airtight defense and coverage there, and you just got to know, this is why Joseph Gidley is called Dre 2.0. Doesn't care about the defenders here, just places that ball right to only where Karis Curry can get it and delivers a nice touchdown to his wide receiver. Awesome job there by Mr. G.
It's looking like a blowout, like this was game over from the jump, but what's going on here? Is this a kick? Is this a offensive lineman kicking here? Whoa. And that's going to be...
Oh, no.
Now you can't get mad at that, Coach O'Brien. That's your depth chart. What happened? So, yeah, the lineman kicking. Here goes the return from the goal line. So it's 6-7.
A guy like linemen so much, he snubbled one in. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know what Coach O'Brien did there.
And I might have set the roster.
And I can't change that right now. I don't know how he didn't set that up.
What in the world? Oh, my.
Wow. Field goals look like that's out the question.
Yikes.
Wow. Handoff, and will be taken down at the 23-yard line. Second and 7, draw play, and here he goes. Trey Worsley breaking off the tackles, and he is gone. Wow. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Celtic Tigers, 77 yards.
Yeah, and I'm just going to tell you, man, that's just the way you take a cow and slaughter them right there, man. That was just awesome right here. Look at this big beef up against the offensive line here. They just totally just ran them right through. Look at this, man. That's just unbelievable, man. Wow.
Wow. Talk about finally getting to play in the big game. And he showed up tremendously.
And, when we talked about the running game of the Celtic Tigers, and I said, I was saying that, this defensive line of the Snowhawks, they got to be able to stop the run. I've said this over multiple seasons, man. The interior of this offensive line has just not been physical enough with teams at times. So it's worked for them, but it's been a constant weakness that I've seen with this team here. And, I don't know. I'm not going to say they haven't faced a devastating back like Trey Worsley, But hey, let's just say it. They haven't faced Trey Worsley. You see what I'm saying? So this is Trey Worsley, man. And you just gotta know that you gotta be prepared to face Trey Worsley. Wow. I think that's probably the biggest run I've seen Trey Worsley. Is that the longest run I've seen Trey Worsley in the last couple of seasons?
In the last couple of seasons, I can't speak on that because he has been consistent. So I'm not sure. I know he's definitely had his fair share of long runs. 77 yards, that's a long one. But he's had quite a bit of those, to be honest.
Wow, oh wow.
And you just really feel for the Snowhawks here. They don't have a kicker now. Not sure what happened there. Didn't look at the depth chart for the kicking. And there goes a tackle for gain of 4 yards. Another possible scenario. Did the kicker get injured or something? I'm not sure. I didn't see an injury happen. But there goes a throw over the middle.
Sometimes guys build rosters and forget to make kickers.
Oh yeah.
I hope he built his kicker.
Yeah, and he was the one building. Yeah, he was the one building the roster. So
yeah, you know,
like,
none of us did it.
There's nobody to blame here.
Yeah, we didn't say anything. That was all O'Brien.
Man. So honestly, I think field goals are completely out of the question now for the Snowhawks. And so are extra points. And here goes a run. DJ Scott will get to the 44-yard line, gain of a yard. Last time the Celtic Tigers put up 24 points was against the Houston Voyagers in the first half. There was a throw. That's going to be off the mark.
Wow, that was really off the mark there. That was almost a snatch.
Let's give a shout out to Daniels. I think it's Severio. My bad if I'm botching your name there. Appreciate the donation. Here goes a throw. It's on point there to Scott. And he's going to be short. Great defense. Let's get hashtag ReloGang in the chat.
Chat saying that the roster was... Well, how does the chat know the roster was he sent it to Jay and he sent it to Darius? Okay.
Yeah, well, like I said, like the depth chart and everything is adjusted for the Celtic Tigers. They were set to go. Snowhawks, they had Coach O'Brien on the team to make those adjustments, and unfortunately, it looks like those adjustments weren't made.
You gonna check at halftime to see if
we can check at halftime to see what's going on, but there's nothing we can change because I'm on the Celtic Tigers here streaming, so still never know. Game's not over yet, but Drake Crowell and the Celtic Tigers are absolutely on fire. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll come out here close formation. And here goes a nice pass out there. Almost gets the first down. It's Cam Rux falling just short inches.
You're starting to kind of see the Celtic Tigers get all animated and everything. And this is where they just really start to rev up the game. They got teams pinned down. It's 24-6 right now. And right now, it just looks like a tall order for the Snowhawks to try to get back in this ballgame.
And it's going to be extremely difficult, especially without their ability to kick field goals to try to close that deficit some if they can't score. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We know how Dre operates in this situation, one of the best in the game at the 2-minute drill. And he's going to throw one off his back foot here. Matt Nayani, broken up, incomplete. How many times we saw that complete? That's a great job, though, by Dre Montier.
Yeah, solid job. Excellent job.
3rd and inches. We're going to look to pass for it. Crowell throws. It's going to be caught by Trey Worsley at the 45-yard line. Unbelievable.
I'm telling you, man, the triangle offense. This is just go ahead and call it the triangle offense, man. This is just madness, man. This is just madness here.
What can't he do?
Yeah. Look at this here, man.
Wow. You got to pick that.
Yeah, I'm speechless here.
I think we know who the MVP of the Relo Bowl looks to be here. Trey Worsley in his first Relo Bowl appearance is going off. And Drake Crowell will just throw this one away. Second and 10. They'll send that blitz again. Throws. There goes Cam Rux up the field. First down.
That starts to become very dangerous as well because the Celtic Tigers, they kind of slowed down a little bit. But now they got Cam Rux working against these first downs right now, doing a great job picking up the short yardage and moving the chains.
Wow. There he is underneath the DJ Burrow. How many times have we seen this? I mean, Trey has just been so surgical with these underneath and crossing routes. It's just impossible to really stop this offense.
Yeah, and all he just needs is just some decent route running underneath. He's going to deliver the ball every single time.
Shotgun, split back formation. We'll send a heavy blitz. Crowell over the middle. There goes Matt Nayani. First down in the red zone. Wow.
It's looking like another touchdown scoring drive right now for the Celtic Tigers with 51 seconds left here.
Shout out to McCall in the chat as well as Jackson King for the donation. Here goes Damon Mackey trying to reach out for the touchdown. Falls a yard short. It's first and goal. These guys are killing it.
There's just really no defense being played right now. Right now, the Celtic Tigers are just running plays, and they're just making cuts, routine cuts here, and people are just not getting in position here. Look at Mackey, he's just wide open over here. Let's see this. I wish I could see the spacing between him. Wow, look at that, man.
Like I said, I knew it was going to be dangerous once he got back in the lineup. Missed the entire playoffs up until this point. Wasn't going to miss the championship game. And he is balling as well. Justin Jones, did you put a mouthpiece on Trey Crowell? You left him in charge of the equipment.
Oh, no.
I don't know why he did that, but Trey Crowell looking to get Rose almost sacked. Second and goal. Why not hand it off to Trey Worsley? Give him another touchdown. They do that, and good defense. They'll stop him for a loss. There goes their final timeout. One more shot to try to get it in the end zone. Definitely looking forward to a passing opportunity, and yeah, definitely that. 5 wide empty set. Looking to pass, throws, touchdown. Celtic Tigers, they hang 30 in the first half.
Yeah, we talked about it on the podcast. I said that, this might get to 40 to 0 or 40 to 6 or whatever I said. It would be 45 I think what I called it. I played this team, man. This is just a different kind of dog. And it's nothing against the NRC. I know we like, NRC guys, we talk about how privileged the NRC guys are, man. I see a lot of things that happen on the NRC at times and everything, man. I'm going to tell you, man, not everybody plays the Celtic Tigers. And, you can take it how you want to take it. This team here, man, is very, very solid, and it's just not your average AI team.
And this is just the ultimate storyline ending for Trey Crowell, man. It's just, wow. And the fact to get here and be dominating like this in his last season as a starting quarterback for the Celtic Tigers, like he said in that press conference that was posted earlier, he wouldn't have had it any other way. And he had nothing but a championship on his mind since he had that big win over the Aviators.
We talk about, Trey Crowell a lot, and we give him a lot of, problems and everything. We give him a lot of, we talk a lot and everything about him, but just joking around. But I'm going to tell you, man, winningest team in the RFL here. Wow.
Shotgun here, so drop back looking to pass, final play, and he's just got to throw it. That's going to be caught, though. Nice catch.
Yeah.
But that is going to be the end of the first half of play. The Dublin Celtic Tigers are dominating 31-6. I did not expect this type of outcome in this first half. I mean, we knew it was possible because of how great these guys are. But, wow, this is just absolutely more than we could have expected.
Yeah, I try to rate coaches based off of what I've seen them do. Especially when they're playing AI games. Not everybody can beat the AI. It seems like it's easy to beat the AI, but it's not. And I know this is, and I'm nothing against the Thunderbirds, but this is the best AI team in the game. Thunderbirds are a really great team. They've been really put together, but that team was put together by a coach, and that coach, was controlling that team and making them as good. And you saw what the Thunderbirds looked like this season without a coach. This Celtic Tiger team is just a different kind of beast. I keep saying it. It's a different kind of dog. And you've really got to understand how this team works in order to be able to be skillful against this team here. And it's showing right now. And it's really no shade at all to the Snowhawks at all. No shade to Coach O'Brien. But this is like just going from level 1 to level 10 as far as playing an AI team. And wow, this is just what you're seeing right now, man.
I just am completely shocked on how well they are doing. I mean, I knew that they would be up for their A game, coming into this. And, they've done this the entire postseason, but I mean, and it also, I am shocked, but I also, like I said, I really shouldn't be also, because one area that really struggled for the Snowhawks is the defense, which is surprising. They got so much talent on this team, especially through the draft that they acquired that they got suspended for, but like this defense really struggled against the run. CT took it upon themselves to attack that immediately at the start of this game. Trey Worsley is absolutely going off. I don't see how he can lose MVP of the Reload Bowl if they hold on to this victory, which, I mean, looks like that might just be evident. 25 points leading in the first half. That's just absolutely incredible. And, CT just came out here ready to play. The defense just didn't for the Snowhawks. And I just feel like already at this point in the game, the Snowhawks, even looking at the defense, they look like they've already thrown in the towel. They look like they don't even want to be out here playing because, we already know once the Celtic Tigers get to this point, you can't stop them. And you got an entire second half to play. This is going to be very interesting to watch. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, man, just a couple of things. One, as always, it's not over, right? We still have a full half of football to play, and hopefully the Snowhawks are able to get it together here. But another thing that I'm going to say is they put up 31, and I don't believe that Trey Worsley, Dre Crowell, or Matt Niani even in the zone. Yeah. So that's something that you got to think about going forward here if these Snowhawks don't come out here fighting back in this second half.
I mean, this is absolutely just crazy. I had a halftime show. This is crazy how everything, but still it's a great Reload Bowl. But I had a halftime show. I was going to do a draft trailer for you guys because Diesel made a fire draft trailer. Unfortunately, I can't show it in the halftime show because it's copyrighted music. But that trailer will be dropping tomorrow, so I guess I'll just make the announcement about it here at halftime. Make sure you guys tune in for that. After this, the trailer will be out. What'd you say?
So are you going to check the roster to be sure to see what's going on with the kicker?
Let's go ahead and see what's going on with the roster just to see what happened.
Right now they can only see the poster too, so.
Yeah. Let me hit the... Okay, well, the second half has got to start because he's trying to exit to look at that. Here goes the second half kickoff. He'll take this from the goal line. And a good return as he'll get that one up to the 27. So let's go ahead and try to get a look at this. Well, they're not letting me exit yet. Trey Crowell, man. First half, though. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Pinpoint accurate. And just unstoppable.
Yeah, and that the passes here to Matt Niani, like I say, man, anytime Matt Niani does not have a defender in his face, it's pretty much blown coverage. It's already difficult enough to man him up, But yeah, that's just very, very interesting how he's starting to come alive here in this game, and really from the start of the game.
Yeah, it looks like something must have happened to the kicker. Lang is here as the official starting kicker for the Snowhawks. I didn't see anything that said he got injured.
Now the thing is, though, in his formation subs, though, are those correct? Because I've seen players be missing in the formation subs at times. I'm not sure if maybe he was messing around with that. That's a very interesting though to see that.
Yeah, so I mean, it looks like everything's correct here. So I'm not sure what happened. Maybe the kicker might be able to. I think that he's probably something happened where the kicker couldn't be.
Got injured or something.
Yeah, something happened. So
yeah, we saw that happen to Jerome too, man. He just got around injury, so it may have been an injury we didn't see or something.
Yeah. So, hey, let's get back to the game here. Second half to determine the Reload Bowl champion underway. First and 10, split back formation in the gun as he'll look to pass, throws deep down the field, and it's going to be caught by Damon. Mackey starting out on fire.
Just a money ball there. Mackey just, like you said, on fire right now, feeling it. And Dre Crowell just lofting this ball up. This is just when you know that you've just got a team right now. He just threw that ball right up there, right over Lott, and didn't even care that Lott was underneath that ball, ready to try to make a play on it. He trusted Mackey there, trusted his arms. Pinpoint accuracy there by Dre Crowell.
Absolutely dominating. Here goes. Great play that time by the defense. They'll rush him down. 133 yards rushing here up to this point. Ario Brown making the tackle there. Five-point deficit. They got the ball in this second half. 2nd and 13. Great job by Brown, though. You see him there working. Second-year player out of LSU.
Getting right in there and making a great tackle on Trey Warsman.
Worsley can very well be on pace for 200 yards. Well, he is on pace. We'll see if he'll reach that, though. Here goes a throw over the middle. And they just cannot cover these receivers right now. Matt Nayani, once again, coming through with a big first down.
Yeah, Nayani just, he did this against the Cougars. He did this, against the Aviators. It's just, the guy is just a maniac at wide receiver. And this is what really makes him even more dangerous. When Matt Nayani can get the routes coming over across the middle. We hadn't seen much of that until this year with him coming across the middle on those crossing routes. He was pretty much restricted to the one position at the top of the screen usually. But now that he's being moved around in this offense, he is such a dangerous weapon because now you're going to force linebackers to try to cover Matt Nayani underneath, and you already know what that's going to be.
It's a 1-yard gain on the run there by Worsley. Snowhawks defense starting to get tough now. 2nd and 9. Draw play, great blocking, good move, and Worsley up to the 25, gain of 5. Big 3rd down here for the Snowhawks. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here at this point. And they won't, as Crowell will throw it away.
Great defense right there. That's another stop that the Snowhawks needed here. Unfortunately, it's still going to be 3 points for the Celtic Tigers.
This will put them up by 4 touchdowns. He knocks this through, and Wiley does so with ease. 34-6.
Yeah, go ahead, get the Kleenex out for you, Smitty.
Once again, if you are new to the Relocation Football League, make sure to check us out on our website at relocationfootballleague.com to learn how you can join and become part of the RFL community today. Maybe the final game of this year's season of the RFL. But of course, that just builds more hype for the upcoming college series that's set to start sometime in late August to early September. And of course, see who's going to be the new players, who's going to be a part of these RFL teams come July. Joseph Gidley going to look to throw, and that's almost intercepted by Joseph McCreary. Second and 10, got away with one there. Heavy blitz. Gidley once again broken up. This rookie out of Penn State's balling.
Yeah, these guys are playing amazing right now on defense.
This looks like they just absolutely had their number. It goes a throw over the middle. Nice catch. Juan Chaney's got the first down.
Yeah, Juan Chaney, that's a great catch right there. Something that the Snowhawks needed. But they've got to continue. They've got to continue to make these catches here. You've just seen Gidley just throw accurate balls to his wide receivers. Obviously, we know that the defense, is going to be stiff right now. But at some point, wide receivers have to get aggressive. They got to take balls out of the air and drop down and get first downs.
They'll line Joseph Gidley up under center. And they'll run DJ Scott in the backfield. He'll lose 2 to 3 yards. Oh, they'll say 1. That's DeMaury Williams.
Yeah, that's just such a great tackle right there. DeMaury Williams getting back there, man, for the TFL. Filling that gap, doing a good job there against DJ Scott here. Look at that, man.
Yeah, I mean, we just knew that the Relo Bowl had a high possibility of being high scoring, but not so one-sided.
Yeah, and you sometimes you think, you got a 99 or whatever, quarterback of this magnitude, you think that he'd be lighting it up here, but it just showed you a lot about the CT defense.
And he's in his zone too right now. He just cannot find an open receiver.
Yeah.
3rd and 11. Shot down the field. That's going to be out of bounds. And I think they just rattled him, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, you know, when you look at this team on paper, when you size this team up against, you know, your wide receiver or your cornerbacks or whatever, against their wide receivers, you know, you say to yourself, you know what? I think that I can beat this team. That's the way it feels when you look at this team here and you set your game plan up. But then when you get out on the field, man, it doesn't matter about all the overalls and everything. It's just about chemistry. And this team here in its sixth season, it's just got chemistry. This team knows how to play together. And this is what you're seeing unfold right here. 6 years of heritage with the Dublin Celtic Tigers.
Nice sideline catch right there by Damon Mackey. Only gets him a few yards, but yeah, I can't agree with you any more than what you just said right there. And these guys, it's outstanding. And it's just, like I said, that's what makes the RFL so great. That these aren't created stories. These stories unfold on their own. And it's just crazy how this all came to an end here for the Celtic Tigers. This championship's been eluding them since the first one that they played in. And here goes a throw over the middle underneath. Nice move. And I think he might have the first. No, he inches short. I think we might see 2-8 here on this one. They'll run it. Great blocking. Great first down. Trey 145 yards on the ground.
I see guys saying they thought that the defense would be able to hold on, against the Celtic Tigers. You know, we've seen the Celtic Tigers play some really dominant, defenses in the ARC. And, and when I looked up, when I tried to mix in, the Snowhawks amongst those defenses there, the Snowhawks were, kind of in the higher category with some of the better defenses in the ARC here. But again, man, you just don't know what kind of Celtic Tiger you're going to get from week. And, right now, boy, the Snowhawks, man, they ran into elite CT. They ran into there.
And we already know that the Snowhawks, throughout this season, even though they did great in the postseason, was a very inconsistent unit. They were very consistent in the first 3 games, but here in the big show, those inconsistencies have really shown, especially the defense. When we talk about the defense, the Snowhawks defense is ranked 16th against the pass, and like I mentioned earlier, 30th against the run. And you can see that's why they're having trouble right now. Trey is just running through everyone.
He just ran him right over right there, and that's what we've been talking about this Snowhawks defensive line. They're just not aggressive underneath like they should be.
And they're just going to keep attacking it. Why not? Look at him running through guys again. 9 yards on the carry.
Yeah, and this is when it becomes downhill now. See, like now it's all downhill. The weight of the world on the shoulders of these Snowhawks here. Boy, CT looking to put up 40 in this game.
The biggest win in Reload Bowl history here. And these guys still got a whole quarter left to go. Biggest blowout we had I believe, was 26-6 in the Season 3 Reload Bowl, where, good defense right there to keep him short. That's Casey Lott. As I was saying, it was Season 3 against the Thunderbirds and the Sentinels, where the Thunderbirds dominated and won that one 26-6, I believe it was there. Top of my head there. I should have had that marked down. But, this they got 6 points. Way more points for the CT here.
Yeah, and it's just what, typical CT, you're in here, and it's like, it doesn't matter if they're home or away. When they've got the big 3, and then all their role players playing with each other, the way they're playing right now, it's just lights out here when you play facing CT.
And they hang 37 points. The most points they put up in the postseason was 40, and that was against the Houston Voyagers in the divisional round. And they are 3 points away from just doing that here in just the third quarter in the Reload Bowl. You can tell these guys really wanted this game back. There's a flag here. You can see it right there. It looks like holding by the receiving team. Terrible. 31-point deficit. Joseph Gidley. Once again, McCrary, how many pass deflections he's got? That's about 3.
Yeah, he's knocking everything out of the air.
Offset I formation. Gidley looking to pass. Good protection, throws. Nice catch, first down. That's going to be the White Smelter. That's his first catch of the game, and he was really the offensive hero in the pass game during the postseason. for the Snowhawks. Actually, that's his second catch. He's got 35 yards.
It's just amazing when you see guys, the guys that you think, they've got the advantage. They've got the mismatch here. And, to this point, the Celtic Tigers, they've just really done a great job on all the offensive weapons. The Snowhawks are doing, beating all the defensive weapons right now. Just really just outplaying them and, having a great ball game.
There goes Gidley throwing to the flats. That's going to lose him about 3 yards there on the play. Snowhawks fans at this point, they're just fed up. Definitely not the performance they expected out of their team here. Joseph Gidley trying to get out of the pocket, avoids the sack momentarily, but it'll be brought down at the 15 by Wayne Babber. And that was this has just been the scenario all game. I mean, Joseph Gidley, as great as we talked about these wide receivers, man, they just could not show up to get open for Gidley here tonight.
Yeah, this is just, it's like I say, man, everybody doesn't play the Celtic Tigers, man. I cannot say that enough. I can't stress that enough. Has nothing to do with, coaching ability of Brian or the team or anything like that. We know the Snowhawks have a great team. We saw what they did to multiple teams in the NRC. The playoffs, we gave them all the credit. All the credit is due. But everybody doesn't play the green machine, man. That's all I'm going to say there, and I can't say that enough for people who just, don't understand what you're watching here. You're watching a team in its sixth season here, quarterback who's struggled to miss the big game, but has always been in it every single season, rarely ever down. And you're seeing a team here, a seasoned team as well on the other side, who have finally made it to the big show, and they're just unprepared for this team. That's all it is. You can say you can call it what you want to call it. You can say Madden, whatever. You can try to blame the developers. We're not going to put that on the podcast anyway. So just say what you want to say. But what I'm going to tell you here is that you gotta play the Celtic Tigers a different way. It's just how it's going to be, and I'm going to keep saying that over and over. And look at this as he's going down the sideline.
Wow.
About to put up a 40-burger out here.
Crowell already over 300 yards passing in this game. I think that's going to put Matt Nayani over 100 yards receiving in this game. And Trey Worsley is on pace for 200 yards on the ground. The big three has just completely took over and showed why they have that title, man. This is just incredible, unbelievable.
I said it in the podcast, if you don't think the Celtic Tigers are going to come out here and put up 40, 45 points in this ball game, then you haven't been watching CT football in 6 seasons. I'm sorry.
Here they go, setting up the running back screen. Gets a block, and he is going to be taken down just short by Draymond Deere at the 17. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Wow, man. I mean, there's definitely no way that the Snowhawks come back in this one. Sorry to say it. Usually don't, but wow. And that's going to be it. You guys already know what to do. Put your fours up in the chat. The Dublin Celtic Tigers on top by 31 points, 37-6. Unbelievable performance by the Celtic Tigers to face a 2nd and 2 at the start of the fourth. And Trey Crowell still being aggressive. Gets it out there to Damon Mackey as he'll get inside the 5. First and goal at the 4-yard line, bunch to the left side. Trey Crowell, pressure, he's got to throw it away. 2nd and goal. Joseph Gidley just on the sidelines. Finally able to take his team to a Reload Bowl. Unfortunately, not going to be able to win it.
They had a great season. They did very well and surprised a lot of folks and everything. But boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
Really meant the CT. And I'm going to tell you, I know they just 37 points, but I haven't seen the lights light up. This has just been routine Celtic Tigers. I haven't seen anybody in the zone yet on the CTT.
I think they are. I just don't have. I think the settings must be off. And, oh my! Another touchdown. DJ Burrow. They hang the most points in the postseason up in a championship game. And Trey Crowell over 300 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. Wow.
Oh boy! Oh boy.
Now he can rival Trey Worsley for MVP. Unbelievable. And just to think, and just to think about the road he had to take to get here. You know, you start off the quarterbacks he beat. You know, he started out Geno Gannon, the next successor to be the face of the RFL, beats him, moves on, takes on a hot Houston Voyagers team, blows them out 40-18, goes to take on Marquise Washington, the equivalent, in some cases, people could say better in Geno Gannon's regards in terms of, you know, length of seasons and things like that. And he takes on that #1 Aviators team and blows them out as well, 27. Well, it's not too much of a blowout, but it was 21-0 at one point in that game in the ARC Championship. And now he does it against Joseph Gidley, and they didn't even score a single touchdown in this game. This is just incredible.
Yeah, this is just really madness. I'm looking at the total yards, and Snowhawks only have 143 total yards. Only 24 of that has been rushing.
Wow. That's going to be caught. There goes Karis Curry. He's been the only one on the offense really making some noise.
So let me ask you, man, when did you start liking the Celtic Tigers, man? You've been here, you know, we know about the backbreaker and everything. We know, you tried it on various games, NCAA 14, and you finally got to Madden. And you know, when did you become a Celtic Tiger fan?
Well, honestly, people keep saying that I'm a fan. I'm not a fan of either team, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm dead serious. And I'm not a fan of any team here in the RFL. I have a liking for all teams in the RFL regardless. But in terms of, oh wow, I thought he was going to catch that. But in terms of, you know, the Celtic Tigers, they were just something that I could constantly talk about because I felt like some community members just did not really respect what the Celtic Tigers were able to do throughout their franchise seasons here in the RFL. And, you know, they kept talking about Drake Crowell, you know, saying, oh, he's not great, he's not this because he can't win the big game, you know. But, you know, I kept looking at this guy every season is able to get his team a chance to do that, you know. So I came more so from an angle of defending a team that should be praised for how great they are. They are the most winningest team in the RFL franchise-wise. They've won the most games out of any RFL teams, period. And I think that even goes if you even include playoff games. So, you know,
the reason why, you know, I say that you're a CT fan, even though you're going to keep denying, and that's fine. It's okay. You know, if you don't think you're a fan, that's fine. But I remember in season 1, as a season 1 video of you, man, out there on the YouTube, man. And you are livid that they lost the game.
Oh yeah, but see, this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. I was not a fan of CT at that time. The way I thought about it, of course, you guys saw how I commentated games back in season 1, man. I just saw the Bulldogs or the Celtic Tigers. You know, who would be the better first champions of this league? And I'm looking at this Celtic Tigers team like, oh, these guys, #1 team in the league, 13-3. They can start out the league with a dynasty, you know? So I expected them to win. And when they didn't, you know, that's why I was just like, wow, I can't believe they came out so flat. The part where I really started pushing Drake Crowell as the face of the franchise and really like that guy for the league was in season 3, I would have to say, because season 2 was really having it already right there for me. But he went on and had the same exact record as season 1, 13-3, and I was just like, well, this guy's just a beast, you know. He's just great. And then he lost to they almost got the end zone there. And then he lost to the Red Dragons, and the Red Dragons went on to win it. And then in season 3, you know, they had a bad season, but they still was great. Actually, it was season 4 where I really pushed him, because that was when he had his comeback game. Where you was the coach there for them. And I was just like, I was already pushing him as being one of the best quarterbacks right now at that moment. But like after that comeback, that was just GOAT status for me.
So going forward, man. Do you think that this CT team is finished now that Drake Crowell, is going to now be backing up Justin Jones? Do you think that Jones will come out just as dominant for the CT?
I feel Jones will come out just as dominant. And here goes Skidley. Throws that one away once again.
You don't know
unable
the game
to finish
is over, man. I'm just letting you know. That's why.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still want to call it. So
yeah, I got you.
4th and goal here. They'll take one more shot. Let's see if they can get in the end zone here. And incomplete. Great defense there by Michael Ofriye. Turnover on downs at the 6. But yeah, I feel like this Celtic Tigers team might be even more dominant, to be honest, because Drake Crowell, he's great. I think Justin Jones is going to fill in nicely. The Celtic Tigers, they already got some good pieces. I know they're aging, but they'll still have most of their pieces here. So because of that, I do feel like Jones is going to have himself a good support system. He's very young, and he'll be able to keep this offense afloat just as they were for many years to come in the future. Just 22 is going to be 23 next year. So when you think about all that, Worsley's probably going to have himself a few more years as well in the backfield. So, I don't see too much of a dip-off, if any at all, for the Celtic Tigers once he steps in. They're just running out the clock here. 38-point deficit here in the Relo Bowl. Wow, that's incredible. I want to give a shout-out to the guys who donated as well. You saw Coach Rummel in the chat gave $10 donation. It says, Dre the GOAT, Crowell. We got Darius Hodge in the chat, says Smitty's GOAT did it. Put the hundreds in there. Saying, stop capping, you a big CT fan. He gave a $24.99 on the donation there. And he gave also a $19.99 donation. Says, Smitty, please admit you the biggest CT fan. Pretty pleased. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm not. I guess it seems that way because I had to defend him. It's your fault that it seems that I am, because you guys kept talking trash about him. Maybe if you didn't maybe if you didn't say so much about Drake Crowell and not credit these guys for what they've been able to do, I wouldn't have spoke about him that much.
I'm just being quiet, guys. I'm just up here in the booth, man.
Joseph Gilly here, 18 of 38 in the Relo Bowl here, still even less than 200 yards passing. Just a phenomenal game. Just want to see the Snowhawks close it out with some points if they can. Still only 2 field goals to show for as Cars Curry hauls that pass in.
I think he said he was a Dreadnoughts fan back. I think he said that I thought you did say you actually
I was the Dread. That's what I said. If there was a team, I'm not a fan. I always like the Dreadnoughts the most when I picked reload teams. There goes Cars Curry. He's eating it. Cars Curry's eating. But I always liked the Dreadnoughts the most when I started up the league. I always picked them to relocate and start up things. So I was honestly, if there was a team that I was a fan of the most, I would have to say was the Dreadnoughts. And the Celtic Tigers and their storyline just grew on me more too as well over the time. But yeah, if there was any fan, it was the Dreadnoughts, and I know it was one more team. I just can't think of them at the moment.
Here comes Frankie.
Nice throw over the middle.
Oh,
First down.
It's true. Yeah, he liked the
Cars Curry again. Dylan Rollins called for holding, so that's not even going to stand. First and 20, throw over the middle. Nice catch to White Smelter. It's a nice gain. Gets to the 19-yard line. Yeah, honestly.
Some pride points.
Yeah, let's see if they can get some touchdowns here. Or get some points, a little under 5.5 minutes left. That just goes right off his face mask. Good defense there by Kilo Austin. And look at Drake Crowell just amped up on the sidelines. He's finally got it done. Third and 3. Handoff. E.J. Scott with a nice spin move, but there's another flag. Is this getting called back? Holding. That's on Case Kern, the center. Now they face a 3rd and 10. And Joseph Gidley pressure. Got to throw it immediately up the field. Nice little stiff arm.
And he just had nowhere to go, man. Nowhere to go. Wow.
Got to give it to Celtic Tigers defense here. This guy's played phenomenal.
As soon as he comes out of the pocket, man, he's looking downfield, and it's like so sewed up. He's just throwing underneath every single time. And, I mean, we haven't really seen a pass deep since he threw the interception to the safety in the first quarter there. And, even the couple of shots we did see, the Karis Curry and everything, that's just been eliminated. And here it is, one. But, and I'm gonna say it, man, before it becomes viral, guys. You can say it's a glitch all day. You want to say it's a glitch and everything with the kicker here. The kicker's not the reason why the Snowhawks lost this game. And if I see people doing that in the Discord saying that, I'm going to be on you, man. Because come on, man. You cannot blame the kicker and say that the kicker is the reason why they lost this game.
And even if he was there, just add 6 more points to this, it'll be 44-12.
Give him 21 points. It's still 44-21. So it's just...
Yeah, I believe that was something in the depth chart that probably just Coach O'Brien just didn't see there. And it was a great season for the Snowhawks, don't get me wrong. And of course, we got many more years. Well, he's 28. He's going to be 29 next year. But we got quite a few more years here for Joseph Gidley to be in the league. He could find himself back here next year. Who knows? Run this one in. Worsley get to the 31. 3rd and 8. Crowell looking to pass. There's this one into the flats. Spin move going out of bounds. And they'll have to punt it. And taken down at the 26. Just over 3 minutes left to go in this Reload Bowl. We already know this one is definitely in the bag for the Celtic Tigers. 38-point deficit.
Absolutely, just domination here in this game. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, man, but I just said, if you don't think, if you're not looking to see the Celtic Tigers come out here and put up 45 on the Snowhawks, and I know people probably were snipping and thought I was just joking and laughing about that. But I was dead serious, man. Just looking at this team and what it's able to do, and just being very familiar with this kind of a team. Just absolutely just crazy, man. To think that this team here, was not going to be able to do what it's doing. I think even Bill called it. He was saying, hey, I just think it's the year of Trey Crowell, man. He's been saying that since the beginning of the playoffs, and they entered into the playoffs. And then the fashion in which they beat the Cougars, I think, said a lot. And I'm not just saying that because I'm the Cougars coach, but the Cougars are a very difficult team to beat. And the fashion in which they beat the Cougars, and then comparing that to the rest of the teams' defenses that they faced in the ARC, it just looked all the way good. So yeah, man, just really, really wonderful season here for CT.
Yeah, finally getting it done. And you know what I'm remembering, which is funny for me? I remember in the podcast when we was talking about the playoffs and I was picking CT. I said, this might be their year, man. I got them winning this, and that. And we was doing the playoff predictions. Guys was looking at me crazy like, man, CT ain't about to beat all these teams. And look what they did.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
It's crazy.
You were calling CT, and everybody was just like, "Oh, you always say that every year," and blah blah blah. And they were saying Dre. What were they calling Dre, man? They were saying Dre. I forget what they were saying about Dre, man. But basically something along the lines.
Oh my goodness! Fumble recovery.
That's the way you close the door.
Wow.
Boy, oh boy.
Who was that? Levon Wilkins.
Oh, boy. Just unfolded him like a paper clip. Nice.
Lawn chaired him. Wow. Absolutely incredible performance. Oh, man.
Oh,
this guy almost ripped another one. 178 yards.
That was a 278, man. Something like that. Close to it.
At this point, it's just, hey, get Trey Worsley 22 more yards so he can break over 200 in the Reload Bowl. Hope he stopped just short. And that looks like that's not going to happen. Clock winding down. 3, 2, 1, and that's it. Wow. The Dublin Celtic Tigers dominate in the Reload Bowl, 44-6. Trey Crowell finally finishes his legacy in his last year as champion, finally, in the RFL. Wow.
Hey, I'm gonna let you keep talking, man.
Go ahead, get your points out, because I know you got to leave.
Yeah. What a great season for the Dublin Celtic Tigers. What a great season for Trey Crowell, Matt Nayani, Worsley, the entire defense, man. It's just really awesome to see this. And while it somewhat kind of hurts a little bit, if I had to say, because you don't want to see, you really just don't want to see Trey Crowell not be a starter here in the RFL. It's a breath of fresh air to know that he finished his legacy with a Reload Bowl, and he may come back, and he may be on the bench, and he may be coaching up Justin Jones, who's been here for 3 years. If you've been watching,
there he goes.
Justin Jones,
MVP.
MVP. You know that Jones, obviously has been waiting, and so it's just awesome, man. It's to kind of see this whole story unfold if you've been following the storyline of the Celtic Tigers and Trey Crowell.
Oh, there he is on the podium. Finally, after 6 long seasons, he is able to hoist the trophy. You can see Holmberg handing it off, and Trey Crowell, there he goes. Finally, holding up a Reload Bowl trophy. Wow. And I forgot to take photos of that. But I should be able to get that off the stream. But, wow, that's just absolutely outstanding. Rob, I know you got to go. So, go ahead and let you slide off. Anything you want to say before you bounce out of here?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Wheelchair business is now officially shut down, man. That's why we going out of business, sell wheelchairs. So I got some wheelchairs for anybody over there on the NRC that needs them, man. Some extra ones. It's all over here, man. So I'm gonna talk to y'all. I got to get back to some work I got to do, so I can finally enjoy Sunday. But I'll talk to you guys later, man.
All right, my guy. Appreciate you as always. Doing the dual commentary with me throughout the postseason and everything. Can't wait to get on.
We did it, man. We did it, man.
Yeah, we did it.
Second year in a row, man. Okay. Yeah. Second year in a row. Hey, man, look. I always said thank you, man. Just thank you for letting me come back and, and show I can do this, man. You know what I mean? So hats off. It's always great, man. Our second annual, duel. And it's an amazing feeling, but hey, the sky is the limit, right? We got way more, and we don't even have all the control, man. I can't wait till we can start doing some other things like building teams and all that crazy stuff, man. But hey, I'm out of here, man. Not to get emotional, man. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not no Kleenex for Mix, guys. I'll see y'all, man.
You're gonna cry when you get off, guys.
Come on, man. All right, man.
All right, my guy. Well, what I'm gonna do here, if Mitch, if you can hop in, let me check just to make sure. We're going to have our interview with Mitchell O'Brien if he is here. I'm not sure if he was able to watch. Didn't see him really talk much. He had the chat moving quite fast. Okay, he's in here in the chat right now. So, Coach O'Brien, a tough one, man. Really tough one. I'm going to just ask you, things question by question. So first, what is your thoughts on this moment, on how this all turned out, and what are you looking forward to next year?
First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to the Celtic Tigers. They got it done. They came out. They clearly wanted it more. Shout out to Kilo. I've been talking with him for the last couple of days, trashing him about how DJ Scott was going to run him over. Didn't happen. So shout outs to him. Shout out to Justin Jones, and the next franchise quarterback of the Celtic Tigers. We just came out flat. Italy was cold. Couldn't get a run game going because we were down points. Just defense run defense was not a thing again. So that's the thing we're looking forward to next year, is looking to revamp the run defense.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it really struggled here in this game, and like you mentioned yourself, throughout the season, the run defense was a very questionable mark for you guys. Even though you stacked talent, I think you got a lot of talented pieces there to build on for next year, and hopefully, we get to see you build more on that and find something that really works out in your defense in that favor. So thoughts on? We definitely got to ask you this question: what happened with the kicker?
Your guess is best as mine. I don't know what happened with the kicker. Like, I looked at the depth chart. He's there on the depth chart. I honestly don't know what happened with the kicker.
Well, while you're here on at the moment, can you check to see if it's a possibility that he probably was formation sub? I doubt it, though. I really don't see how that would even happen.
I didn't touch special teams formation subs for field goals. I did punt. I put Mitchell O'Brien at up back, but I didn't touch my field goal unit or extra point unit.
I should have checked. When I looked at the kicker, I didn't check to see if he had the injury logo on him.
No, I'm pretty sure he was my kickoff specialist, so he was out there. I don't know.
Yeah, and he was because he was kicking the ball off down the field for kickoffs. So
I don't know. A mystery we'll never know, I guess.
That's crazy.
Case Kern, not the kicker, I guess.
Yeah, that's crazy and very unfortunate. Sorry to hear about that. Of course, for that going on there. But anything you want to say to the fans here? Once again, looking forward for next year. The Snowhawks got to this moment finally. After a tough season last year, getting suspended. Losing half the season of you being able to coach, missing the postseason for the first time in franchise history, but bouncing back in a big way like this to even get to this stage, even though it was a severe blowout. I mean, just what is your thoughts on this season in general, and what is your keys, coming into this draft, and just what to build on even more? I know you talked about it with the defense. Is there anything else you want to build on for next year?
Well, clearly I must have a kryptonite for Dublin, because the last time we lost was in Dublin to the Shamrocks in a blowout. So maybe it's just a thing against Dublin teams that I can't get it done. But be on the lookout for a completely new linebacking core, because we got 5 out of 6 linebackers up for contract this year, and everyone's leaving, and we're looking to bring in a whole new linebacking core, because the linebackers are getting up there in age. They're 28, 29 years old. So we're looking to bring in a new unit that's younger, that can grow and develop together. So again, next year's run defense might also not be good. But if we keep at it and watch the development of this up-and-coming linebacker core that I hope to put together, then we could have a good run defense in a couple of years. I know that's not what I want to say, nor the fans want to hear. But Rome wasn't built in a day. The offense, just looking at the offense today, we couldn't get a run game going. So, mainly we're going to focus on getting the Jake McDonald train started up for next year, as everyone knows, and it's been well publicized and talked about throughout the season that DJ Scott is departing. And I am sorry to DJ Scott. I know he's an out-of-generation player that doesn't have any true feelings. He's just a bunch of code. But I do apologize to DJ Scott for him going out on this sour of a note, not being able to get the ball much in this game, and getting blown out in his last game as a Snowhawk. So definitely rough to see that. It's terrible to put out a performance like this in front of hundreds of people. We had absolutely great turnout. Big shout out to all the RFL community. As much as it sucks that I lost, I appreciate every single one of you guys coming out and tuning in to the Relo Bowl. I know you guys were coming regardless if I'm playing or not, but I still appreciate you guys coming out to watch. It really sucks that the most viewed Snowhawks game is now going to be a blowout, but we're coming back next year to try to change that and make the Snowhawks continue to be a prime football team in the RFL and hope to be the kings of the NRC for years to come.
Well, Coach O'Brien, once again, fantastic season. At least got to this moment. Not a lot of coaches, not a lot of teams can say they were able to do that. And just want to say, once again, appreciate all the work you put in towards this league. And we got to give him a shout out because he was the one who helped me make these rosters, rebuild these rosters on a new file. So like he even though he lost this game, he built this game, and very unfortunate, of course, for you in that scenario, but
told you to fix the depth chart for the Celtic Tigers.
Yeah, he also saved me from that. Yeah, I was about to I didn't know that the Celtic Tigers depth chart wasn't set, and I was about to have backups playing, so that would have been absolutely messed up, and CT would have definitely lost.
It all comes around. I did the right thing, but Madden couldn't give me the favor. But in my heart, I know I did the right thing to save the Celtic Tigers from having an absolutely messed up depth chart. And I know Rob will listen back to this, but like I saw that, I'm like, I need to tell Smitty. And all I could hear Rob in the back of my mind saying, "You knew about this depth chart, and you didn't say anything." Like, I could just hear Rob's voice playing in the back of my head. I'm like, yeah, I just gotta tell Smitty. Like, I can't have it on my conscience that anything I knew about went wrong.
Well, once again, appreciate you and everything you did. Let's get hashtag Mitch in the chat, man. Definitely has been a devout, I can't even find the word for it. It just slipped my mind. But
Devoted.
Yeah, devoted. Yeah, devoted RFL fan. He's been here since, was it season 2?
Yeah, season 2.
Since season 2, but the guy's a dictionary for the RFL. I mean, the guy knows more about the RFL than anybody, and it's just great to see you get to this moment finally, man, after, this is your 4th season coaching, because you coached in season 3,
yeah.
So that counts. So, yeah, 4 seasons, you make it to the big dance. Didn't win it, but hey, many more years to come. Very young coach. And once again, thank you for all you do and being part of the RFL, my guy.
Much appreciated. Again, I always appreciate you having me here, Smitty. As everyone knows, I've had my trials and tribulations, and it's an honor to be in the front office and be able to assist you, Rob, Bill, and the rest of the guys in making this league great. Hashtag league first.
Let's get that in the chat there. Hashtag league first. So that's Coach O'Brien, man. Unfortunate loss here. 44-6. The Dublin Celtic Tigers. Trey Crowell finally gets it done. Let's go ahead and get a look at the statistics. Trey Crowell winning RFL, Reload Bowl MVP, 116 QBR. He was 26 of 40, 334 yards passing, 65%, 3 touchdowns, 0 interception. The guys were just absolutely on fire. Joseph Gilly got off to a really slow start of this game. 27 to 47. Started out 0 for 5 with an interception. He only threw that one interception. He did manage to throw a touchdown. Is this even correct here? Yeah, oh yeah, they did. They weren't field goals. They did manage to get in the end zone. They scored a touchdown, but they did not get the extra point because the kicker was a lineman there. But 57% for Joseph Gilly. Just really did not have his best day in his debut here in the Reload Bowl. And honestly, you can't really blame too much of that. We're going to do a recap and get a look at each of these plays too, so you guys can see the breakdowns of why, Gilly wasn't able to find guys, because I honestly feel like that was the issue. He started off missing some passes on his own, but the receivers really struggled to get open and make plays. The only one that was really eating throughout the game was Karis Curry. We get a look at the run game. Trey Worsley, 180 yards rushing in his Reload Bowl debut. Missed the first one in season 1. 5 years later, he was the runner-up for MVP of this game. 33 carries, the $180, the touchdown. That touchdown went for 77 yards. You can see here is his long, and that was his only rush that went for over 20 yards. We had a lot of other rushes that was close to it. So Trey Worsley, absolutely phenomenal job by him today. And we knew that was going to be an area that the Snowhawks would have had to work on, is trying to stop the run game they've struggled with all season long. Just couldn't do it. DJ Scott, final game as a Snowhawk, did not have the performance he was looking for here. 12 carries, only 26 yards. And that is just absolutely shut down. The Dublin Celtic Tigers, they didn't give up. I think they gave up just under 50 yards rushing the entire postseason. That's just crazy right now. I mean, this offense barely had over 30. Well, they didn't have over 30. 27 total yards rushing. This is just an outstanding job by the defense. Badir Adjalani able to get a carry there for 4 yards. Receiving wise, Matt Nayani, leading all receivers in receiving yards, 6 catches for 131 yards. Got over 100 yards for the big three. And we always say when the big three is over 100 yards or over 300 yards or 250 for Drake Crowell, over 100 yards rush for Trey, and 100 for Matt, they always win, man. They always win. And you got Cars Curry, 7 catches, 111 yards, and a touchdown. He was the only one really eating for the Snowhawks, as I mentioned. Everyone else really struggled. Started to come alive towards the end here. Dwight Smelter had 5 for 87. At Damon Mackey, I said when he came back off the injury, he was going to be an impact player, and he really was. We already had Trey Dre and Matt Niani killing it, but Damon Mackey just added even more to the fire there at the tight end position. There's nothing better than having a great tight end. Drake Crowell has been very successful with tight ends, and you can see right here, 5 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown for him. Absolutely outstanding performance. You had Philip Braxton here, 6 for 69 yards. Trey Worsley, 5 for 52. Had some amazing catches out of the backfield. Cam Rux, 6 for 45. Daryl Martin Jr., 2 for 16. And the rest not really worth going through here. But Hayden Jean-Charles even got to get in the end zone for a touchdown. 2 catches for 12 yards. And same for DJ Burrow, who's very quiet in this game. But hey, he's a Relocation Bowl champ. And he also had a touchdown as well. Getting a look at the blocking, the offensive line, and there's a lot of pressure. Quarterbacks had to throw it away, but it was more so the coverage that was doing great. I thought the offensive line on both sides did a really good job. Dylan Rollins, he gave up a sack here in this game. Was the only one to give up a sack in the Relocation Bowl. Getting a look at the defense, Nate Mickens, the cornerback on a winning team that won by 38 points, had 16 tackles in this game. Another 6-year veteran here in the RFL. And this guy just gave it his all, was everywhere the ball was. And look at that. Blowing out the next closest guy by 7 more tackles as a corner. They love to send him this season and on those blitzes and helping out and run support, and you can see why. Did a phenomenal job with that this season. Antonio Daniels Jr. led the Portland Snowhawks in tackles in the Relocation Bowl here with 9. Marquise Warsman, the cornerback for the Portland Snowhawks, had 9 as well. So tied up in that category along with Casey Lott. So 3 ties up here for the Snowhawks with 9 total tackles. Levon Wilkins had himself 8. Not going to go down the rest of this list here since under double digits and everything else. But leading in tackles for loss, he had Ariel Brown out of LSU, second-year defensive tackle for the Snowhawks. Had himself 2 tackles for loss in this game. And other players with tackles for loss had Michael Frier, Everett Harmon, Kevin Frey, Buchanan Simmons, Demore Williams, Casey Lott, and Jerry Cruz, who was injured earlier on in this game. And the only sack came from a split between Wayne Babber and Everett Harmon. These guys had 17 sacks in the postseason, and this adds to 18 total sacks in the playoffs for the Celtic Tigers. That's how great this defense stepped up in the biggest game of the league. And then Demore Williams was able to get himself an interception. Only one with an interception there. 3 pass deflections from the rookie out of Penn State. It was a first-round draft pick for the Dublin Celtic Tigers, and boy, are they glad they got him, man. 3 pass deflections. This guy was not all over the place where the ball was, knocking passes out left and right. And then we get a look at the other guys with pass deflections in this game. Michael Frier, Thor Thompson, who's a former first-round draft pick, was drafted by the Orlando Sentinels. Guys tend to look at him like a bust or something. But hey, he's a Relocation Bowl champ now. That's crazy. Relocation Bowl champ, Thor Thompson. You had Draymond Deer with a pass deflection, Buchanan Simmons, and Demore Williams. Forced fumble, you had 1 by Levon Wilkins here in this one. He recovered his own forced fumble. There was no blocks, no fumble yards, no defensive touchdowns. Nothing on special teams of that nature, except for crazy kicking by Casey Kern, the kicker. The offensive lineman who was kicking. It was 0 for 1. He was 0 for 2, period, as he couldn't hit either one of them. But yeah, that's it. That is it for the statistics. Let's go ahead and get a look at the highlights and break these down. So first off, the first drive, you can see here, Joseph Gidley, incomplete. Third pass of the game, interception. As we break this down, could have gone right here. That's a lot of space. This is a lot of space for him to possibly get a first down. I know you need more yards, and And this defense might come up and make this tackle, but that's the best read you can possibly make in this situation. Should have thrown that one off to DJ Scott underneath. Everything is covered. If you look at this, 2 guys taking away Karis Curry. This is covered here. You got a guy outside and inside, and you got Damori Williams, of course, over the top, helping out with Kilo Austin. Joseph Gilly trying to take the shot here. It looks like that was supposed to be a post route. And, man, Damori Williams high-pointing the football. Great job. This is what you're taught to do as a defensive back. You see him trying to lead that deep middle of the field there, hoping that Daryl Martin Jr. can make the play, but just leads him way too far. Great interception by Damori Williams. And that's really what kind of sparked things off. And the Snowhawks did a great job, though, because they quickly got the Celtic Tigers off the field, got a 3-and-out as well themselves. But then we got the Snowhawks, they got back onto the field, and another 3-and-out for them. Quickly had to throw it away. 2 incomplete passes here. One rush with DJ Scott. Wasn't going to get the job done. Second attempt here for the Dublin Celtic Tigers. And these guys turned up. 5-yard rush by Worsley. Another 5-yard rush. Cam Rux with 8. 6 yards for Worsley. 4 yards for Worsley. Got the incomplete pass, but then Matt Niani. Big completion here. 23 yards. Let's see where Matt Niani's working from. He's on the outside here. See him right there. 6'5", 230 pounds. There he is. This was a beautiful throw by Trey Crowell, man. This is probably one of the best throws in the Reload Bowl. And it wasn't for a touchdown or anything, but just look at the timing in which he threw this pass. That's what made this throw so amazing. He wasn't even done running his route. These guys got so much chemistry and so much timing and connection with each other that this ball was thrown perfectly. And he knew exactly when he turned out of that route, that ball was going to be right there waiting for him. That's probably one of the best throws this season that I've seen from the quarterback. And, of course, we're going to see that from the GOAT. Trey Crowell, money on this pass. Look at this normal motion. Beautiful. Just can't defend that. You cannot defend the comeback route when you got timing like that. 3-yard rush there, and a couple plays later, got the touchdown off the fake. It would have been a 3-0 game, but to start the game, let's get hashtag Justin Jones again, man. I think this was the play that just sparked everything for the Celtic Tigers. This was a look at the future touchdown right here. Look at this. Snap, fake to the outside. Justin Jones out of Memphis. This guy was an absolute beast. A dual threat quarterback, but he's really good in the pocket. We've seen him in preseasons here in his 3rd season here in the RFL. In the Reload Bowl, able to score the first touchdown off the fake field goal to the outside. Absolutely no one there, no one fast enough to catch Justin Jones, and he can mark this on to his career stats for the postseason play. Touchdown in the championship game started out. Wow, that's incredible. We move on, and he had a 28-yard touchdown pass by Trey Crowell to Damon Mackey. I mean, let's get a look at this throw once again by Trey Crowell. You get a look at this defense. Looks like it's cover 6. Cover 3 defense here, but out of 6. Got the cornerback here in the flats. The other cornerback playing deep, and of course the 3 guys playing here. But Trey Crowell immediately recognizing, hey, I'm going to have 3 safeties here. I got a choice. I can squeeze it in here either to Matt Niani, an absolute stud, or Damon Mackey, also an absolute stud. He drops back, and look at this. Ball didn't come out perfect. Little wobbler, but accurate. Perfect accuracy, though. Look at this throw. Leads him right inside, puts it right on the numbers. And with that if this ball was just even a little bit off, could have thrown him into Victor Stills, could have thrown him into Casey Lotmore, but this is put perfectly in stride. And Damon Mackey bouncing off the hit in the end zone, touchdown. Absolutely incredible play there by Trey Crowell. Well deserving of MVP here in his final game, man. I mean, just look at this. Going to have a lot of photos. I don't know why Justin Jones put the mouthpiece, though, on Trey Crowell. He definitely shouldn't have had a mouthpiece, man. I don't know why quarterbacks got a mouthpiece in the first place, and he's got to talk. But moving on to the second quarter, things just continue to get ugly, but looked like things were getting a little bit promising here for the Snowhawks. 23-yard connection to Philip Braxton. Big first down. Another big play, 25 yards. This one to Karis Curry. Karis Curry, as I said, was eating for the Snowhawks here in this game. Wide open across the middle. Nice catch. Good defense. Able to stop him from getting in the end zone. But defense really wasn't that great for getting up all those yards. But that's a good job right there to keep him out of the end zone, but not for long. Joseph Gidley with the drop back, passing touchdown right here. This was a pinpoint accurate throw. Everything is strapped up. There is nothing open for Joseph Gidley here. And that was pretty much a scenario for the entire game. You can see over pursuing is the Celtic Tigers safeties. And he just plants here, sees the open space right there to the left, starts to work outside, and Joseph Gidley, just like Matt Niani and Drake Crowell, on cue with each other. They got chemistry. And look at this ball. Perfectly placed. That is a dime. Couldn't have thrown a better pass than that. Answers right back on Dre with that throw. Wow. Beautiful pass. Beautiful pass and catch right there. And of course the field goal attempt, incomplete. Well, not incomplete, unsuccessful. The lineman was out there. And then we got the 77-yard touchdown run by Trey Worsley. And this was just a simple draw, but look at this. This is one of the best, historically one of the best offensive lines in the RFL. These guys have made multiple Pro Bowls together. Look at this. Excellent pull here by the right guard. Coming over here to the left. Puts a nice block there on Frey. And a great blocking also here by the all-pro center, Henry Nilsson. Look at this. Washing him out. Got guys going down to the second level. That's Jordan back right there. This is just perfect blocking. Perfect blocking scheme. Runs right up the middle. And then Trey Worsley just handles the rest. Explodes. Got enough speed to run right by Marquise Washington. And you think, okay, he's going to go down right here. But here goes a tackle attempt. It looked like he was. Jaqueline Booth got him wrapped up. And then three guys closing in on the tackle. And boom. Somehow he maintains his balance. Keeps his footing. And he is gone. Nobody there. Trey Worsley, 77 yards to the house for the touchdown. His lone touchdown in the game. But this guy had some absolutely outstanding, amazing plays in his first Relocation Bowl performance. Moving on, Drake Crowell to Trey Worsley. This was another play by Worsley that was just amazing. Should have been an interception. Snowhawks missed a lot of opportunities in certain aspects in this game, and this was definitely one of them. Tried to throw this one up the field. The best read would have been trying to go underneath of this wheel route that Worsley ran to Cam Rux, because we already know that it looks like who is that? I'm blanking on number 21 here for the Snowhawks. The Snowhawks, that's Buchanan Simmons. Yeah, Buchanan Simmons. He's got to respect this wheel route. And so, definitely should have went with Cam Rux here in this situation. But he still throws this up and takes a chance with Trey Worsley. And should have paid for it. He should have paid for it. Should have made him pay for it right here. Maybe the contact by Trey Worsley just kind of had him, unshaky and unable to concentrate and really able to pull that in on focus. But that just hits right off the fingertips here. Right off the fingertips. Trey Worsley keeping his eyes focused. You can't really see it here because it's right on top of his head. But he does have his eyes focused on the ball. Catches it for a big first down conversion. And this guy just wanted to make the big play. We move on. And after huge play, look at this. 11 yards. This was an absolutely amazing 2-minute drill ran by Drake Crowell. 11 yards, 8 yards, 18 yards, 16 yards. Couple plays there in the touchdown. Drake Crowell in for a second passing touchdown of the game. Wide open. Stick route here to Hayden Jean-Charles. Bang. Touchdown CT. Easy as it gets. Move on to the third quarter. Wasn't much going on. Only 6 points scored, and that was by the Celtic Tigers. So we don't got much. Let's go ahead and get a look at this sack here on Joseph Gidley. What was causing these sacks? I can just tell you. Just great coverage. Look at this. Good chop block here by Jacob McDonald. Able to extend him time as he was coming in hot. That's a throw you probably got to make. Got to try to make this throw. Got to try to take this chance to throw. Daryl Martin Jr. working on the rookie Joseph McCrary, even though he was great in coverage tonight. But you got a lot of space to work here. Could zip that in. He's got the arm. He doesn't take that chance. Doesn't take a chance there. Breaks off the sack there. But then he goes down by Wayne Babber. They credit both of those guys with half. Everett Harmon and Wayne Babber bringing them down. You can see here, third and 25. These guys had no chance of getting it. Trey Crowell, 33-yard connection to Matt Niani. Getting a look at this. Once again, man defense. These crossing routes have been nothing but short of amazing and effective for the Celtic Tigers all season long. You see a lot of guys running into each other. It's just always been the case, and there he is on the other side of the defense. Nice block here, too. Badir Abdelani down the field. Just everyone on the team just being unselfish. Chops the linebacker down. Matt Niani, extra yards. Big gain. Huge gain right there. And we go into the fourth. And the last score of the game. Touchdown. Trey Crowell. Looking. Third touchdown of the game. Saw the pressure starting to come around there. And pinpoint accurate throw on the other side. Once again, that crossing route, eating them up, working from the slot. You see him here on Buchanan Simmons, and he was playing the inside. Playing the inside, cannot allow the guy to cross your face. And another thing, too, this is why these crossing routes are so effective. You got guys in the way. He was already beat here, but he gets held up a little bit even more by Victor Stills being in the way here. You can see that slows him up. Wide open. Touchdown. Pinpoint accurate. And at that point, I mean, it was already over. But at that point, that was really just a massacre show for the Celtic Tigers, for the Snowhawks, excuse me. And I don't even think they got anything else worth reviewing here. Okay, they got a 26-yard completion out here to Dwight Smelter. Smelter had a wide open catch here, trying to make something happen. And then we got the fumble. Wouldn't even let him score again. Joseph Gidley underneath trying to take a page out of the Celtic Tigers book with the drag. Philip Braxton turning up the field. And we tend to sleep on Levon Wilkins. He has been a heavy-hitting safety for the Celtic Tigers for years. He's forced a lot of fumbles, had a lot of big hits over the years. And look at this, right on the chest, right on the football, right on the numbers. Get that out of here. Bang. And recovers his own fumble. Let's look at this at normal speed from the perspective, from this perspective right here. And look at this. Bow. Wow. Huge play. Huge play. And that's all she wrote. Relocation Bowl 6 is in the books. And the Dublin Celtic Tigers are victorious. They are your Season 6 champs. Trey Crowell has finally done it in his final season as a starter. CT wins it 44-6. It's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator. It has been an honor to call this annual Relocation Bowl for you guys. And I will see you guys for the next event. You already know what it is. It's the RFL Draft. Tune in tomorrow for the trailer as it will be dropping. No specific time yet, but of course I'll be making a post about that on social media. But until next time, I'm out. Peace.